Namaskar friends, keep learning with Export Import Make in India campaign. And today in this session we will understand why US want to reduce the tariff on the US milk for the India import. Okay, so we will understand this news and we know that there is a tariff war going on in US and world. Okay, so US applies tariff on the multiple product in US market. Okay, so how this tariff negotiation is still going on with India. Okay, so yeah, here US want to reduce the tariff on the US milk which is coming in Indian market. So currently we are imposing the tariff on the US milk 30 to 60% because that we also have a milk in India. Okay, if US milk come in India, it will impact to the Indian farmer. How? If US dairy enter in the Indian market, the domestic price may decline over 15%. Okay, so which is posing a loss around 1.3 lakh crores annually to the Indian dairy farmer. Okay, so this is very bad for the Indian farmers. So India do not want to reduce on the US milk for the Indian market. Okay, so the sector support for the more than 18 million smallholder farmer and the supply milk to population 1.4 billions. Okay, so this is the we can say the Rojgar of the farmer, and if Indian government import and reduce the tariff on the US milk, that will impact to the people of the employment of the farmer. Okay, so you know that the by the negotiation on the tariff for India and US. So the fifth discussion around 14 to 17 July. So the India maintained its reusal on the dairy disconcessions. Okay, so here India is declining on the negotiation of the duty tariff imposed on the dairy products, keeping tariff cuts off and the table for this sector. Okay, then India is open to tariff reduction in other areas such as textile, electronics, auto, but dairy remain firmly excluded. So here India don't want to reduce tariff on the US. And other reason also we will understand in US dairy cow can feed animal derived feeds means the part of wastage of the meats of the animal such as meat from pig, chicken, horse, even cat and dogs. Blood means okay, so that plow and poultry litter. Plow means that fate of the animals under the legal regulations. This is the legal in that country to feed such product to the cows. Okay, so here India's consider milk from this cow as a non-vegetarians since the food include animal parts which clash deeply with the cultural and religious value where meals must be static used in sacred rituals. Okay, so Indian peoples use the milk for the worshipping of the god. Okay, and Shivratri, and you know that. So what is the value of this milk? But the US farmer feed the meat product to the cow, so this milk is considered as a non-veg milk. This is the first reason. Second reason is how the Indian farmer will deprive by this US product come in India. So many farmers will be the unemployed. Okay, so here the tariff war is going on that we want to US that tariff on the US of Indian products will be reduced. But here US also want to something from us like Indian like a US products can sell in the Indian market as a milk. So here we want to say that is as per Indian government stand that we can reduce the tariff on the textile, electronics and automobile product but not in the dairy product. So this is the news. We can understand how important is this news. So guys, you can see that US and India's trade tariff negotiation is still going on, because US applies 128 countries tariff barriers on the outsider product. Okay, so here India is a good market for the US, and US is good market for the India. So both countries want to reduce tariff on that, but the this tariff negotiation is come to this point on the milk product which is manufactured in the US and coming in India. So guys, thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.